we played a team that I thought played exceptionally well in Richmond. Every mistake we made, which was quite a bit in the first half defensively, they made us pay. It felt like every ball bounced to them and didn't bounce to us. Right when we cut it to one, it got, we fouled 3-point shooter 3 times. It just was one of those nights. You're like, are we ever going to get over the hump? And the effort that our guys played with in the second half, really the last 2.5 minutes of the first half got us back in the game. And then the start of the second half was terrific. And the effort was just off the charts. Guys battled. We got smarter defensively, and really probably could have won a little bit easier, but we didn't do our job there late in press offense and at the foul line. I think Eric could have made those 2 free throws, gone up 8. It might have ended 20 minutes earlier too. So, but really a great win for us. Just a great win. We needed it. We needed a battle like that and to come back and do what you have to do. I know you guys are watching games like I'm watching. It's really hard to win a college basketball game when you're playing good teams. So proud of my group. And I got the first question coming here from Kareem at the Washington Post.
Appreciate it. There's been a lot of talk about these second half comebacks. Is this just kind of, are you guys getting used to this? And you guys, start to kind of relish that moment? And the second one was just want to ask specifically about that step back. To kind of really kind of grab the momentum there.
He asked me about the second half comebacks. I think, whatever it takes to win. I'd rather be up at halftime and then play well in the second half and not make it so close. But it's who we are right now. We started the game really stagnant on offense again, just really stagnant. And we worked on offense for 3 days, really hard, just trying to get better. But we got to 87 tonight, which is a lot of points for us. It was a great second half comeback. The guys showed me a lot about themselves tonight. And just, the effort that they played with in the second half was just terrific. And I know watching at home probably doesn't really tell you the story. You were here, Kareem, how great it was. So, and then, I was happy for Fats. You asked me about the step back 3 he made. I think it put us up 5 or 6. I can't remember what it put us up, but they've gone at it. Rhode Island and Richmond have gone at it. A10's a great league. So it was a big time shot. And I was standing right behind him. It looked good right when he shot it. So it was big, and it could have been anybody else's game at that time. And he made a big time 3. So I was happy for Fats. I thought he got downhill the whole second half. I thought our decision making on the break was much better in the second half. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Akeem and all the big shots that he made tonight. We needed every one of them.
We'll go to Jacob Richmond from the Diamondback.
Hey, Coach. First of all, happy Thanksgiving. So you talked about Hakeem a little bit there, but after having some trouble with his shot, early on this season, what does a night like tonight, a performance like tonight, do both for him and what you think that adds to the team?
Well, he hit a couple against Hofstra, which were big in the first half there, but he just did it all night, continuous. And they hit the big one in the corner to put us up 1, which was really a tough shot as the shot clock went down. So, Eric's going to give us offense. Fat's going to give us offense. Q's going to give us offense. He was better tonight. Juju's going to give us offense. Dante's still a work in progress, figuring himself out. He was great on defense. So to add Akeem out there scoring for us is huge for us. We haven't shot the ball well. I don't know what we shot from 3. I haven't looked at stats yet, but we made a lot for us, made a lot of 3s for us. So it's big. It's really big for us. And I can't tell you how big this win is. And, we'll see what happens Saturday morning, but just to be down, to really haven't played our best basketball this year yet, to practice so hard and feel like we were going to come out and play better, and we didn't in the first half, just unbelievable effort and just toughness, just mental toughness. We cut it to 2, go back to 6. I think it went all the way to 8 one time. We cut it to 2 and went all the way back to 8. And we were just mentally so tough. And they showed me something tonight. And that's really encouraging, moving forward. A lot of guys stepped up and made a lot of big time plays.
Go to Lauren Rosh from Testudo Times.
Hi, Coach. After George Mason, you were talking about how the team was kind of hanging their heads a little bit and that the energy wasn't there, and that kind of contributed to not being able to bounce back. How do you see kind of that shift from a game like George Mason now, and kind of what have you seen in terms of a morale shift, and how does that add to being able to bounce back like that?
Yeah, so we've talked a lot about morale shift. We had time to do it. We had 5 games in 10 days, and you're just trying to figure out a way to win the next game. And it didn't shift during those 5 games, and it really shifted here. And I thought our bench was great. I thought you guys weren't here. The fan support was terrific. It was so loud in here. I think we have over 200 fans here, which is about 150 more than anybody else in the building. So it was really huge for us, and they kept fighting. Our guys kept fighting, and but our morale changed, and a win like this was huge for us. And some of the guys talked about, Eric, Allen, Dante talked about in the locker room, like, hey, this is what we're supposed to do at Maryland. We're supposed to win these games. We're supposed to come back. We expect to win. We expect to be in the NCAA tournament. We're nowhere near that right now, but this is what we expect. And so when the new guys can understand that and grasp that, that's going to help us.
Thank you.
To Bruce Posner, Red Turtle Productions.
Yeah, Coach, congrats on the win. This year's non-conference schedule is so much tougher, in my opinion, than any one you've had. Was that by accident? Was that part of your planning? What went into your scheduling? Because it's, minus the first game, and even that was tough. You have really faced much tougher opposition in these early games than you have in the past, in my opinion.
You tell my AD that would help. I mean, he wants me always to schedule hard. No, when we got the transfers in, we just felt like we were going to be a good team. We wanted to challenge ourselves. I think the Atlantic 10 is a terrific league. It might, I've been around on the East Coast here now, going in my 11th year. This might be the best Atlantic 10 ever. It is really, really a deep league and a really, really good league. So we played 3 Atlantic 10 teams. They were all good teams. Played Vermont, who will probably win their league. So we wanted to play good teams. And then, you add the Florida at the Barclays. You got the ACC Challenge, which will be another tough game. Then we get to play the Louisville or Mississippi State. Yeah, I'll say this, Bruce. It's the hardest non-conference schedule I've ever played, and not in name, maybe not in name of teams, but just the portal's changed everything. And it is so hard to win. And that was a team where COVID, a lot of those guys wouldn't have been on the court tonight if COVID didn't hit, right?
Right.
And I was like, okay, you can play Richmond down there. And I'm like, do I really want to play Richmond? But I was like, okay, that'll help us, right? And so I challenged us. And it's been no fun, Bruce. I ain't gonna lie to you. It feels like February to me. And hasn't been fun, but I think it's really going to help us moving forward. And, our next few games are against bigger name opponents, bigger teams. And hopefully that's going to help us, that we're prepared for them. But yeah, Bruce, you're absolutely right. It's been an incredibly tough team schedule, but it was planned. And then, even George Mason surprised us. They were a little bit better. The transfers they got in, they were a little bit better than they thought. And then they played the perfect game against us, and we couldn't overcome it. So, but it helped us. Sometimes when you lose a game early, it really helps you and helps you fight and helps me get the attention of the players.
All right, last question for Coach Turgeon tonight. Sam Ostry from Testudo Times.
Hey, Coach, can you just talk about extending the defensive pressure in that second half and just speeding them up and what that did for that big run you guys went on?
Yeah, so they were in such a great rhythm. We were just trying to get them out of the rhythm. And so I think we had 1 or 2 steals. They took a quick shot, which really helped us. But we were just trying to shorten the clock, so we didn't have to guard them for 30 seconds. And so they would start their offense with 21 or 20, so you had to guard them for 20 seconds. And that's a lot easier than 30 seconds, as fast as they move and as well as they cut. So that was the whole idea behind it. And then I screwed up there late. I wanted to slow them down. They threw it ahead, and the kid hit the 3, cut it to 2, and made the game a game again. But we're a work in progress. But yeah, I just wanted to. It wasn't so much to speed them up; it was just to try to get them out of their rhythm.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, happy Thanksgiving, guys.